you for participating in this beta testing for Hoojah. Now, when you go to hoojah.my, you can go to hoojah.my from your browser on your phone. Then when you come to this page, first thing that you need to do is you click on the login link on the top left side of the site, and then you'll get to this login page. If you don't already have an account, you can click the Get Started Here button to sign up for an account. So I'm just gonna show you quickly how to sign up for your own account. You can enter your name, Tom Bak, and then username Tom Bak, my email address. You can use your real email address, or you can just key in any email address for testing, it's fine. But just remember that you would need to remember the email address for you to be able to log in again later. Right, so I'm just gonna create a password. So make sure your password is very secured. Make sure nobody can guess what your secured password is. And then go and click create your account. Right, so when you've created an account, you can see on the top left, the login link has been changed to that avatar icon. If you click on it, you can see you have the option to view your profile or log out. Right, so let's go to see what you can actually do in Hoojah. You can see that there are already a few people interacting in Hoojah. Straight away you can go ahead and vote on this Hoojah. So for example, I'm just going to say monetary reward needs to increase productivity at work. You can directly respond whether you agree, you disagree, or do you feel neutral about the statement. And then you can see as soon as you vote, there's the Add Hoojah button appear there. So you can go ahead and add your Hoojah to discuss more about the topic. I'm going to go to that later, but for right now, I want to take your attention to the top right section of the page. You can see there's the chat icon there. When you click on it, this is where you can create a new initial claim or initial Hoojah for other people to respond to. So I'll create one just to show you an example. Let's say cats are more independent than dogs. Then post. Right, so anytime you create a Hoojah, the app will take you to the Hoojah page where you can see you have all those agree, neutral, and disagree votes there. You can vote on your own Hoojah, no problem. And then other people can also go in and then vote, and then they can interact, they can engage more in this discussion. Now let's go to a discussion that already has some traction. Let's say this monetary reward needs to increase productivity at work. You can go into the Hoojah by clicking the Hoojah itself, the text. So when you're in, you can see here at the bottom there are already few people responding to that initial claim. So in this view, you can filter out the response by whether they agree or whether they're neutral, or in this case there's nothing in the disagree column. So you can directly respond to this initial claim by this user Atira by clicking the Add Hoojah button in the middle there. So you can see when I click on that, because you voted for this Hoojah, it will show you that on the top there you were neutral to Atira's claim, and then the claim of monetary reward needs to increase productivity at work lah. And then you can see at the bottom there, below that, you can post this response Hoojah, as whether you agree or you're neutral or you disagree. So you can immediately see that whatever response you posted, it doesn't have to directly relate to your own vote. You can post multiple views regarding the same topic. Right, so you can see here, even though I voted neutral, I can post the plus points. I mean the points for agreeing to that statement, or I can post a response as a disagree response to that particular Hoojah. So if I, for example, I voted, I want to respond as disagree, like for example, monetary reward often leads to monetary reward does not guarantee increase in production. Okay. Now, when you respond to another user's Hoojah, you can see on top of your own Hoojah, it will state that this response is a direct response to this Atira's initial Hoojah. You can go back to that parent Hoojah by clicking that top card there. Right, so take note. Okay, so let's go back to the home page. We go back to our initial Hoojah. Cats are more independent than dogs. Now, if this Hoojah is yours, you have the ability to delete this Hoojah. You can see here, just take note that the flag Hoojah feature is not enabled yet. But yeah, so the delete Hoojah feature is there, but just take note that when you delete a Hoojah, all its child Hoojah will also be deleted. We're working on that, so just take note and be careful when you want to delete a Hoojah, right? So I'm just going to delete this one. Right, so it's gone. Right, so it's best if you can try this on your mobile phone. If you're unable to, it's okay. You can also use a tablet or your desktop or laptop. But just take note that your experience might suffer a bit because it's not yet optimized for desktop. Again, thank you for taking part in this user testing. If you have any feedback, you can straight away get back to me through this group, or you can also PM me directly. Right. Thanks, guys.